Hello students, today I am there with another online tutorial of mine, and in today's lecture we are going to discuss about the poem, and this poem is written by Walt Whitman and the name of the poem is Animals. Okay, a very beautiful poem, and in this poem Walt Whitman is just telling us, he is comparing the world of animals with that of human beings. Okay, so he is basically talking about qualities which we have lost in the human beings now, like for example, number one we can say innocence, okay, then truthfulness, okay, honesty, then helping, okay, then being true to oneself, loving, caring. So these are the qualities, or these are the attributes which according to Walt Whitman he says that is there only in the animal world today. Okay, whereas he is comparing the human world with the animal world, and in the human world he says that human beings are full of lust, then they are full of greediness, they are very mean, they are selfish. So this makes a very different what we say the world for animals as that of the human beings. Okay, and then Walt Whitman further says that he is longing for the animal world as compared to that of human world. Okay, then in the last paragraph, he says that it is not that we human beings are not born with these good qualities, we all are born with these qualities, but as we grow up we find that these qualities are lost. Okay, so that is what the things. Let's see students, let's go to the poem and let's discuss about this Walt Whitman. So he was born in 1819 and he left for his heavenly abode on 1892. Is a major figure in early American poetry. He is again one of the American poets. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. That means this poem Animal and most of his poems, they don't have a rhymic scheme and rhymic words. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry which was in free verse. Okay, and the poem Animal is from his work Song of Myself. It's a beautiful one. The complete name is Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. Okay, if you can get this on Google, you just try to go through this poem. It's a beautiful poem, very much speaking about reality and beauty as well. Okay, so let's see. Introduction is like I can tell you students, Walt Whitman has shown the comparison, as I told you earlier, between human beings and animals in this poem. He has pointed out the evils present inside the human brain and which he thinks animal don't have. Okay, basically as I told you, he is basically telling us, he is comparing the animal world with that of human world, and he feels that the animal world as of now is much more better. Okay, so that is what the poem is about students. So let's students, I have put up this all in write up. Okay, I made a word file for you. The link of this word file will be given in the description box. The question answers are also answered. The meanings of the difficult words are also given. The poetic devices, whatever is used, is also given over here students. So this is what the poem is all about, and I have also given this, as I told you earlier, I have given the link in the description box. Once again I am repeating this sentence students. So let's start the poem stanza wise. Okay, I'll read the stanza and then I explain the stanza. It's a short poem, not very long poem. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. So here the word placid is calm and peaceful. So here the poet wants to say that he wish he could live with animals. Why so? Because they are very calm, they are very peaceful, and then they are self-contained. Self-contained means satisfied. They are self-satisfied. And then he says, I can stand and look at them for long. Okay, then the next stanza, see, The next stanza we have, students, the poet, as I told you, that the poet says that he wants to live in the world of animals. Here we can say that the poet finds a world of animals better than that of human beings. He further says that he finds animals more peaceful than humans. He says so because animals are not running after worldly things like human beings. They are calm and have no greed for worldly things or any kind of achievement. Okay, they are self-contained, means they are happy with their life and what they have. Okay, that is what, and they do not interfere with others, whereas human beings, they are never self-satisfied. Okay, so let's see for the next stanza. So the next stanza is very important, students. Okay, so the next stanza says, they do not sweat and whine about their condition. That is, they are not complaining about their condition. Okay, they do not always crib about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not lie awake, okay, and then cry for the sins, for the mistakes which they have done. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Unlike human beings, they do not discuss the duty, do's and don'ts about gods, about rituals. Not one is dissatisfied. In the world of jungle, in the world of animal, you will not find any one animal who is not satisfied. Students, the animals are living a very practical life, the life as principled by the nature. Human beings, what they have done, they have away from the nature, and that is the root cause of most of the problems which we human beings are facing. Okay, so that is what this poem is all about. So let's see. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owing things. That materialism that human beings, the human beings have, to get more and more and more. The desires have no ending. This is not there with animals. You know, students, it's a famous belief in the jungle, you know, that an animal will kill only when the animal is hungry. When the animal is satisfied, he or it, we can say, is full, like not hungry, it will not kill. Whereas human beings, they may be self-sufficient, they may have everything, but still they will have this lust and the desire to get more and more and more, which may not be useful to them. Maybe those extra things which human beings are accumulating may not be even used by them in their life. Okay, so this is what, and running after this extra things make the life miserable. So let's see now next. Here it means complaints, sweat. The first line, you see, students, the first line we have, they do not sweat and whine. Sweat, you know, that is, you are working hard. When you work hard, you perspire. That is what is, that is sweating, the sweating and complaining. Whine, the word over here used, that means cry. Sins are the wrongdoings. Okay, demented is something called mad, disturbed, not in proper frame of mind. So I read out what I have written for you. The poet says that unlike humans, animals don't complain of any misery. They never cry out loud like human beings. Okay, it is not that animals do cry. They do cry, but not like human beings. That I don't have this, I don't have this, I'm unsuccessful, I want this, I want that. Not like that. Okay, to show what they have lost, they never stay awake in the night crying in repentance for their wrongdoing. Since they have not done anything wrong, they live their life as prescribed by the nature. They don't do anything wrong, isn't it? So if they do not do anything wrong, they don't have to cry, they don't have to stay awake. Human beings, whether children you accept or not, if you do wrong, your inner conscious will tell you that this is something wrong you have done. Maybe the other person may not know, but your inner conscious will tell you you have done something wrong. And children, then you may lie awake crying at night, okay? And whether you believe it or not, it is proven truth. What goes round comes back, okay? So we must try and we must make efforts to see that we are not doing wrong, okay? So that is what is being told. This means that animals are different from human beings because they don't show anger or grief if something wrong happens with them. He further says that animals are very truthful because they never boast of their good deeds. Human beings, they will go raga and saga about what they have done good. Very few people keep quiet, okay? He says so because most of the human beings do this. They try to show their good deeds and religiousness to others. Human beings are known to do propaganda. You go to any religious place and you see the way some of them, I will not quote anyone, but few of them, the way they show the people that how religious they are. If you have to show, if you have got devotion for God, then you need not show anyone. You know, the proverb goes, empty vessel sounds much. So that is what these things are there. Some people will be doing propaganda, showing the religious just to show the people that how devoted they are. How does it matter? How does it matter? It doesn't matter at all. It's your connection between you and the God. It's your religion. So do not try to show others that you are religious. Religion, faith, devotion, they are your personal things. They are your personal connection between you and Almighty or the nature or power or whatever you may call. So you don't need to advertise this. And if you are advertising, then it's not devotion. They do so in order to gain popularity among their fellows. That means they want to show the people, na? They want to show the society that how rich they are, how affluent they are, how powerful they are. They cannot be more powerful than God. They cannot be more rich than God. They cannot be more affluent than God. Then whom are they showing? Is it to the God or to the people, to the society? So the poet thinks that animals never irritate him by doing such things just to gain some praise from their fellow people. He feels that animals are not dissatisfied like human beings. Human beings are highly dissatisfied. Okay, animals are not. They stay happy with whatever they have. Okay, they never run behind worldly things. They never try to possess things or comforts or luxury. They want to have which is just the minimal requirement for living a good life. Okay. He says none of them is mad behind owing the worldly things. That means the animals are not materialistic. Okay. So the metaphor is used over here, students, sweat and wine. Okay. Then refers to the cries and complaints of human beings. The animals are compared with human beings. Okay. Next stanza, not one kneels to another, not to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. In the human world, you see, one human being is bowing to the another. One human being is doing something, we call it, ji hajuri to others. Animals? No, they don't do. Have you ever seen any one animal bowing before any other animal because that animal may be more powerful? No, not at all. Have you ever seen a deer bowing before lion? No. Deer do runs, but that is for life, okay? Not that lion is the king of the jungle, then I need to pay my obeisance or I need to pay my respect or I need to bow down. No, no, no. But this is very common in human world, okay? We bow before powerful human beings. We bow before rich people. Okay, we not only that, we even bow before the people, those who have lived long back. Okay, that is what is being told over here, that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So in the animal world, everyone is respectful. That is, all the animals, those who are born, they are respectful. They do not pay respect to each one. Then that is, neither they are unhappy over the whole earth. Okay, so they show their relations to me and I accept them. So somewhere we find that the poet and the animal world is connected. Okay, they have some connection, and the poet says that I feel I am very strongly connected with this animal world and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. So he says that they bring in, or they enlightened the good qualities in poet. They revoke these old qualities which were lost in the human beings in the poet. Okay, so that is what Neil, the word is bow down, evince is show, reveal is a word from evident, possession nothing but ownership of something, tokens here are the qualities. Okay, so let's see students, that is once again I will see the last part. I have given the explanation in detail in the write up also. That is, the poet feels somehow connected with the animal world, and he says animals are more honest in showing their relations with the other animals, and that is how he feels happy. Okay, then let's come down to the next stanza. I wonder where they get those tokens. See, human beings are considered to be the what do we say, that human beings, students, are the topmost creations of the God, isn't it? We Homo sapiens are blessed with the most developed brain. Okay, animals are not. So these qualities of goodness, kindness, that is your honesty, all these things should be more in us, because we are developed with more great brain rather than with animals. But it seems that the animals which are inferior to us, they have more of these qualities, good qualities, rather than us. Okay, that is what he is telling. I wonder where they get those tokens. Tokens are nothing but this good qualities. Did I pass that way huge times ago, negligently drop them? A question mark is here. Okay, the poet is telling that, as I told you in my summary also, that every human being is born with such good qualities. No human being is born bad, you know. They pick up these bad things from the environment, and definitely as they grow up, the ideals and the principles which they develop in their life. So the poet is telling in these lines, this, did I pass that way huge time? He says, did I drop these qualities long back, like while I was growing up? Then negligently is carelessly. Then so at last the poet introspect himself. He is trying to introspect and says that from where these animals get these qualities, in spite of the fact that they are inferior as far as the brain quality is concerned. He further questions himself that where his own good qualities are gone. Perhaps he is thinking that maybe as he grew up, he lost them. Did he leave them, or had carelessly lost them somewhere? The qualities that were found in human beings in the past, like innocence, kindness, truthfulness, honesty, and sensitiveness, are now seen in animals. He wonders that humans gave up these qualities and they have been passed on to the animals. Okay, so he is telling like these qualities were found in human beings, but now they are found more in animals. Okay, so that brings to the end of the poem, students. There are questions on this poem, like notice the use of the word turn in the first line. I think I could turn and live with animals. What is poet turning from? So you can say that the poet is turning from the living world of human beings and wanting to go to the world of animals. Okay. Then question number 2 is mention 3 things that humans do and animals don't. This is a very important NCERT question, students. The 3 things which humans do, that is, humans complain, they cry about the miseries and sorrows, then they lie awake in night thinking about their wrongdoings. Number 3 is humans also keep telling stories, or they keep telling others about their religiousness and duties towards God. Then question number 3 is, do humans kneel to other humans who lived thousands of years ago? Discuss this in groups. Yes, definitely. Definitely, students, you have got numerous examples of where we have seen that human beings are bowing before the human beings that were alive thousands of years back. Okay, not only that, even in the current place also. Question number 4, what are the tokens that poet says he may have dropped long ago and which the animals have kept him? As I've discussed, that is nothing but the honesty, truthfulness, kindness, then that is your being sensitive, not being materialistic. Okay, these things. Then I think this brings to the last question, students. So I hope you enjoyed my explanation, and go through this word file if you want. And again, I will repeat my same sentence which I have been repeating in all my videos. Students, you may take the help from what is written in the word file, but because this matter which is there in the word file, that is I have taken help from, definitely from net, and some of the answers I have prepared myself. You can read them, but you prepare your own answers. Okay, thank you, students.